What's up guys, today I'm going to be showing you a Scratch project I made. If you don't know what Scratch is, it's just easy coding program that you can build with blocks, and I used to do Scratch a lot until I discovered Roblox Studio. So let's get into it. Oh, also, I'm going to be sharing the project ID so you can play it at the very end. So stay tuned. So immediately when you go in the game, you'll see three settings. There's talking people, which you can turn on and off, and I'm going to talk about that later. Just ignore it for now. And there's a map. So 0 map is a white space, 1 is stone, 2 is grass, and 3 is a coliseum kind of thing. 4 is darker grass. And see, these are the first 4 maps. And the 5th one is interesting because these gray things are barriers. And then the 6th map, these are also barriers and they rotate. And next is the fruit ID. So there's in total, I forgot how much fruits there were, but there's, there's like 8 complete fruits. So there's a munch, fear, trash, brick, wind, magnet, and shark. Oh, and there's a rage. If you don't really know what I'm talking about, let me explain. This game is inspired by a Roblox game called Blox Fruit, which is inspired by the One Piece anime, and in that game you can choose your fruits that give you power, basically. So I'm loading in some munch fruit, and on the sides you can see all the abilities. There's only 3 for munch, but some fruits have more. So there's hunger flash, tough bite, smash dash. The red numbers indicate damage, the orange ones are how much enemies can hit, and the green numbers are what's its reload. To spawn in enemies, just click the number keys. In total, there's like 5 or 6 enemies. And so I'm gonna spawn some of these guys. They're just basically all the enemies. And you see, they always try to chase you and try to kill you. So this is basically a sandbox game, so I'm gonna showcase you all the fruits. The first fruit is called Munch. So the X ability is called Hunger Flash. It's just pretty basic, it just does damage. And the X ability is Tough Bite. What's cool about this is it bounces off walls, as you just saw. And C is Smash Dash, where you can just dash across and also doing damage. And I'm gonna be going through this pretty quick. The next fruit is Fear. The Z attack is just a basic attack, and I'll skip the C attack. The C attack is just also kind of like Z, and the X, it gives you an M1 ability, so it makes you a little bit faster, and you can shoot these you can punch stuff, as you could see. This fruit is Trash, and the Z ability is a big wide attack, and the X ability summons a bunch of these things that rotate you that do damage, and I think those are pretty cool. And the C attack, it shoots out those. You have to time this well. You shoot out a big glob, and then the puddle does lots of damage. Oh, I had to restart my game because it kind of crashed. So the next one is Brick Fruit. So the Z ability is called Brick Fix, and basically what it does is it just heals you a bunch. Right now I'm max health, so it's not doing anything. But when you're low, this can be really good. It heals you pretty quick, and it heals 250 in total. And the next one is Total Cement. It freezes your enemies, which stuns them for 3 seconds. And you can hit them with the brick fists, which are just shoot bricks. And wind, there's actually 5 abilities here, which is pretty cool. So the Z is you shoot a bunch of wind, and the X ability, it makes a shield around you that reduces damage by 50%. And let me spawn an enemy. So the C ability is it makes a thing that rotates you. The V ability turns into a tornado, dealing lots of damage. And the F ability is really OP. Basically what it does is just teleports you across the map. Like that. The wind fruit is the strongest by far, and I think it might be one of the strongest, but I think the magnet fruit is better, which is the next one. So the Z ability is called Pole Shock, and it's just a force field that does damage. The X ability is called Iron and Cobalt. It just shoots a bunch of lasers, I guess. And the C ability called Rain of Power, it shoots like this shockwave. And V is the coolest one. Like, it's really OP. So let me spawn a bunch of enemies, and a quick V, they all teleport to you, and then you explode, and they're all stunned, and it does tons of damage. And when they're all coming at you, you can click F, which blows everybody away, which is really good. So this fruit is really good for dealing against large amounts of people, and I think it's one of the best. Our next fruit is the shark fruit. What's cool about this is you can click anywhere to shoot a jet of water. And Z is a feeding frenzy. It shoots out like a shark thing. X is max whirlpool. It shoots just stuff that rotate you. C is tidal armor. You can gain HP, and what's cool about this is you can go past the HP limit. Like, I'm over 1,000 right now. And so this is 3 abilities, but technically it's 4. And I think it's pretty cool because it has a ranged M1 ability. This last one is called the Rage Fruit, and this is probably my favorite because it has an M1 ability which is called Slap, and it does knockback, and it has a cool sound effect. And the Z is Table Smash, sends out a wave of damage. X is Laptop Throw, where you throw your computer and it explodes. C is Complain, where you start yelling about stuff. And then this cool thing is that every time you yell, you gain some health.
It lagged so hard.
And that's cool. The last one, V, is called the Anger Domain. And it's basically like this really OP domain expansion. So when I activate it, a red field appears, and it does tons of damage to everybody around me, as you can see.
This game sucks so much. Why me?
Oh, and there's the death effect. And the last thing I want to show you is the very special enemy. It's called the Munch User. Give me a sec. So if you spawn it in, I think it's key number 5 or something. It's basically a super powerful AI that has the Munch Fruit. And it regens like you, and moves as fast as you, and has special moving patterns according to its health. And it has all the abilities just like Munch does. And and you might think it's pretty easy to defeat, but it's actually a computer going at full power, so it's extremely hard to defeat. Attempting to defeat it with fruits like Munch, it can be truly a challenge. Fear is probably one of the worst fruits for fighting it, and to defeat it, you'd have to use something strong like Magnet or Wind. So that's pretty much a full showcase of the game. I haven't showcased much enemies because they're kind of generic, and there's nothing much special about them. Except for like the RPG launcher or the Munch User, and I'd like to see you guys play a game. So the game is called Fruits Piece, and yeah, if you search it up and scroll a bit, then you'll find it, and that's a project ID.